And lastly, we are going to be looking at Boolean programming. So I'll use this as an example to work out what we should be expecting. So a store wants to liquidate 200 shirts and 100 pairs of pants from last season. They have decided to put together two offers, A and B. Offer A is a package of one shirt and a pair of pants, which we sell for 30 naira, and offer B is a package of three shirts and a pair of pants, which we sell for 50 naira. The store does not want to sell less than 20 packages of offer A and less than 10 of offer B. How many packages of each do they have to deal to maximize the money generated from the promotion? So first of all, let's define some parameters. So we're going to say that let the the packages of A be X, and again we say let the packages of B be Y. Okay, so what we then do next is to define the object function. That's the profit. So you can use letter P or Z. So let's say the profit P will then be equal to package A is offering 30 naira. So that will be 30x plus package B is offering 50 naira. So that will be 50y. Okay, so now that's the first the first equation that we're going to get. So this is called the object function. The object function is the equation that maximizes the what? The profit. Okay, so the next one is a store wants to liquidate 200 shirts and 10 pairs of pants from last season. So you can see that and they have decided to put two offers together, A and B. Okay, so A is a package of one shirt and a pair of pants. Okay, which sells for 30 naira. So we want to liquidate 200 shirts and 100 pairs of pants. And B offers package of three shirts and a pair of pants. Remember that A, we said that A is going to purchase X and Y is going to purchase what? Y. Quantity package of Y to be X. So it means that if you are buying one shirt from A, we're going to have one shirt, one X, plus we are buying three shirts in package B, so that'll be 3Y, and we have a total amount of what? 200 shirts. So the number of shirts that can be bought must be less than or equal to 200. So that's the first inequality. Then for pants, we have overall 100 pairs of pants, and package A is offering a pair of pants. So a pair of pants would be X, and B is also offering a pair of pants. So we have X plus Y will then be less than or equal to the total amount of pair of pants. That's 100. Then again, we are told that the store does not want to sell less than 20 packages of offer A. So X must be greater than or equal to 20 and less than 10 of offer Y of offer B. So that means Y must be greater than or equal to 10. So these are the inequality that defines the linear programming. So it's very important to be able to note this. So the next we have to do is to solve these equations, these inequalities here. This is just to is going to be used to optimize. So to solve this inequality, let's solve the first one. So to solve the first one, this one here, so let me say x plus 3y is greater than or equal to 200. So I'm going to set y to be equal to 0. And I set y is equal to 0, I'm going to have x plus 3 times 0. So I have to write this as an equation anyway, sorry. So you can't write it as an inequality again. So you're going to write it as an equation to solve the equation. Okay. So that will be equal to 200. So that means x is equal to 200. So the coordinate of the intercept of this would be 200, 0. Then again, I'm going to set x is equal to 0. So if I set x is equal to 0, I'm going to have 0 plus 3y is equal to 200. And I'm going to divide by y. Y will be 200 divided by 3. That's going to be equal to, we'll get a fraction from this. 200 divided by 3, that's 6. 66 2 over 3. 66 1 over 2 over 3. Then I'm going to solve this again. Write this as an equation, and I'll solve for this. So I'm going to write this. So I'm going to have x plus y is equal to 100. So if I set s is equal to 0, so okay, let me write the coordinate of the intercept of this. So the coordinate of the intercept of this will be 0, 66 whole number 2 over 3. So this for this, so I'm going to have, when x is equal to 0, obviously y will just be equal to 100. So the coordinate of the point would be 0, 100. Then again, I'm going to set y is equal to 0. I set y is equal to 0, obviously x would be equal to what? 100. So the coordinate of the point would be 100, 0. So for these two, this and this, I'm going to set this as x is equal to 20, and I'll set this as y is equal to 20. So the inequality equations that we need are these. So we're going to need this point, this equation of this line. Then we're going to need these points to solve for to plot the graph of this. So this point and this point. Okay, so these are the equations. These are the equations, and these are the points. So we have the equations and their points here. So what we'll now do is to draw the. So I've drawn my x and y axis. So we're going to choose a suitable scale. The values are reasonably large. For x, we have up to 100. For x, we have up to 200, because that's what we have here, up to 200. And for y, we have up to 100. So we can simply take a reasonable scale. Let's say 20, 40, 60, 80. Okay, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200. So this is reasonable enough. Then for this, we can, for the y-axis, because the highest value of y is 100, so we can take 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 to not be enough. So I'll take 20 each also. So I'll take 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 100. So what we're going to do for the first part, we had the coordinate of the intercept is 200. So we'll come to this place, x is 200. You mark it. Then the next one, the coordinate of the point is 66, 0, 66, 66.5. So this should be 62, 62, 64, 66. So I'll just put my point here. I'll just mark out that 66. We just approximate to the nearest whole number. Okay, 66, because we can't even have decimal pair of shirts or whatever it is. Okay, so they should be whole number. Then for this, so the next thing I have to do is to draw a straight line through that. So I'll draw a straight line through this point from here down to this point. I'll then write the equation of that line. The equation of that line is x plus 3y is equal to 200. Next, let's get this other point here. So we have 100 for 0. So next, let's get this point for x plus y is equal to. So we have the intercept is 100. That's the x-intercept. And the y-intercept is 100 also. So I'm going to mark this. And I'll draw a straight line on that again. Notice that the lines are close because the inequality were originally less than or equal to. So the lines would be close. And remember that for this, it was x is greater than or equal to 20, y is greater than or equal to 10. So you also remember that. So for this, there are inequality. So I'll draw a line through that. So I'm going to draw the line to intercept this. Okay. Next, we'll draw the line of x is equal to 20. So this would be 20. So I'm going to draw. So this is the line s is equal to 20. Then I'm going to draw the line y equals 10. So that should be midpoint of this. So this is y equals 10. Okay. So for these lines, for this line, we are going to shade all of this. We are going to leave the so I'm going to shade the part that is not required. Remember that the first equation was x plus 3y is less than or equal to 200. So you can test, you can use 0, 0 to test for this. If you put 0 for x here, 0 plus 3 times 0 is obviously less than 200. So that satisfies this equation for this one, x plus 3y is equal to 200. That satisfies it. So it means that values that are done this way are less than this here. So it satisfies that inequality. So in order for me not to ruffle, I'm going to shade the part that is unrequired. So the shaded part is on the unrequired, the upper part. Okay. Then we go to the other equation. The other equation is x plus y also less than or equal to 100. So if I place 0 plus 0, because 0 and 0 are points on this graph, look, this is point 0 here. So it's going to be less than 100. So it means that that's also satisfied. The value down this way also satisfy that. So I'm going to shade this upward again. So the shaded part is the unrequired region for the purpose of this graph. Then we're going to this line is x is equal to 20, but the original inequality is greater than. So the values of x that are greater than 20 are the values of this way. So I'm going to shade it backward for the unrequired values. Okay, so I'm shading that backward. Now you can see that it's already making some senses. Then for the other one, so this line here is y is equal to 10. Always put the values there. Then the part that is required are parts that are greater than 10. So the values of y that are greater than are up. So I'm going to shade the part that is unrequired. So this is my required part, this part here. This, the area under this. So I'm going to take the corner points, this part. So this is the required part. So I'm going to take the corner point. The corner points are this point here. So when x is 20, so I'm going to write down, and let me just call this point A. So I'm going to my point A, the coordinate of point A is 20. And I'm going to read off this other part here, that's 60. 20, 60. Then let me call this point B. So these are the vertices, the corner point. So point B would be, this would be 1, 2, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52. That's 52. And the y value would be, this is 40, 42, 44, 46, 48. 48. Then I'm going to call this point C. Then I'm going to read that off again. So point C is, this is 80, 82, 84, 86, 89, 90, 92. So I'm going to have 92, comma, and the value for, so the y value would be 2, 4, 6. Okay, it's exactly on, that's 10. That's 10, 92, 10. So these are the points that are required. So the next we have to do, we have to put it on this equation. We have to test them on those equations to see what the values would look like. So I'm going to put these values inside here. So I'm going to have, let me take this upward. So the object function p is equal to 30x plus 50y. So we're going to take these values and substitute them into it. So p is going to be equal to 30 times 20 plus 50 times 60. This would be equal to 600 plus 3000. That'll be 3600. Okay, then again we get p equals 30 times 52 plus 50 times 48. and that will be equal to 30 times 52. That's 1,560 plus 50 times 48. That's 2,400. So I'm going to add them together. That's 3,960. The next one, P is equal to, okay, there's one more point I have not added. That's this point here. And that's 2010. So I have to add that D, 2010. So that will be equal to, for this now, 92, sorry, 30 times 92 plus 50 times 10. 30 times 92 is 2,760 plus 50 times 10, 500. So when I add those together, that's going to give me 3,260. And finally, we're going to get 30 times 20, 20 plus 50 times 10. So that's going to give me 600 plus 500, which is equal to 1,100. So from here, you can see that it's obvious that the highest amount we got here is 3,960. So the maximum profit is equal to 3,960, and the number of the pair of the X was the pair of the shares. So the number of shares to be sold to maximize profit will be 20 shares, 20 shares, 20 shares, and 50 pairs of pants. So that's all for this video session. I'm sure that it's going to be helpful if you are lucky to come across this video. Bye bye. God bless you.